Ken Sachs here. A few weeks ago, we thought, how can we deliver relevant information to today's consumer to give them the information they need to make better decisions? We thought, let's bring in a panel of industry experts, and we told this panel we want to talk about relevant information. We want to bring it down to a level that anybody can understand, where it's simple and we can easily implement. So we brought the experts in, we turned on the camera, and we just started talking. And when we turned the camera off, boy, we could not believe what it was we had captured. So we are excited to bring this to you, and better episodes will be available on thebuildersblocks.com, and there you'll also be able to email your questions. So sit back, get ready to take some notes, and learn about the opportunities that are in today's economic conditions. Greg, tell us about yourself.
I'm Greg Britton. I'm a mortgage strategist here in Spokane. Been doing that for about 6 years, helping people save money, find better strategies to buy homes.
Save money and buy homes. Good, good. Jason, how about you?
Jason Huddle. I'm with Greenstone Homes. Been with Greenstone for the same time frame, about 6 years. Manage our sales and marketing department, oversee a lot of our green construction. Also the current chairperson for the board of directors for the Pro Green program, and kind of help people understand what it means to have a green home and a construction home.
Green. We've been hearing a lot about green last couple of years, so that'll be interesting to hear. I'm Ken Sachs, managing broker, Keller Williams Realty Spokane. Been in real estate 18 years, as well as an instructor for the state of Washington and a corporate trainer.
Chris Anderson with Asset Preservation, Northwest Division Manager there. We specialize in 1031 tax deferred exchanges, but along the way we seem to be a good brainstorming source for clients that are thinking about selling or buying their principal residence, even though we don't handle that, or investment property, rentals, things like that. So we do a lot of those, a lot of 1031 exchanges.
1031 exchange, that's a pretty foreign term to a lot of people. And so what exactly is a 1031?
I've heard it called,
who the heck does that apply to?
I want to do a 1040. No, that's your tax return. You know, I get a lot of that. Simply put, whenever you have investment property, now remember, investment property to the IRS is probably defined differently than many regular people would define it. If you bought a place that you were going to buy, fix up and flip, flippers, turn and burners, you know, the quick dollar made, IRS wouldn't consider that an investment for long term. They would consider that as you bought it for resale purposes. Whereas to IRS, they want that investor for the long term. They're going to buy a property, put it in a rent, you know, rent it out somehow, you know, the long term investment. And that's what I deal with. So when you have one of those investments, usually a rental, when you go to sell those, ideally there's a gain. And you have an obligation to Uncle Sam to pay tax on that gain. Now this year, had a lot of changes this year. This year the capital gain tax is 15%. So if you bought a place for $100 and it sold for $120, you'd have $20,000 of gain, and that would be taxed at maximum 15%. Guess what it is next year?
20%.
Going, unless, remember, a lot of things are sunsetting. President Bush put in a 5% off the 20% back in 2003, and it's going back up now next year. Now, guess what it's going to happen? What's going to happen in 2003? A lot of people don't know this, but because of this medical health package that was voted in,
2013.
2013, there's going to be another 3.8% tax added on to that if you are an individual who's in a certain category, meaning that you make a couple $100,000 a year and some of that income is from passive sources. And real estate is a passive source. It's not your day job. It's a source of income that isn't really your work product, it's the property's work product. Yeah, so in 2013, you might have a tax rate of 23.8. People don't know that. So this year's a pretty good year. 15% is pretty
So
good.
how can this 1031 help me?
Well, let's go back to that tax. If you have a profit and you pay that tax, the money's gone. You can't invest in another property. Would you rather keep that money in your pocket and use it to buy a new home? A new rental? Can't use these as a home right away. They have to be used as investment also. But later on you could move into it as a home. But if instead of paying that tax, you actually can defer it. 1031 defers the tax, and you can use those funds interest-free. It's been the best loan from IRS that we could ever think of. You can use those funds to go into another property.
So what did you think? Well, we're not done. Now, got questions? Remember, go to thebuildersblocks.com and let's hear your questions. And stay tuned, there is a lot more to come, and we're excited to bring it to you.